So my name's Corey, I'm 21. I currently live at Chittaway on the Central Coast. I'm currently studying Community Services Cert 3 because I would like to be a youth worker. And I'm very passionate about sports, boxing, rugby league. So I was really passionate with boxing, and as a kid I always loved it, big fan. And I started training when I was about 18 and I followed through with it at a really good gym, and I had a great coach and a lot of supportive people around me. However, I didn't keep my mental health in check, and I eventually, stopped training, and I guess things sort of went a bit wayward in the end. And hopefully, I aspire to get back into it. When I was training and consistently going to the gym, I was doing well, and I was happy, I was content, and I was enjoying life, so I definitely do think that it's positive, especially for my mental health. So I grew up with a single mother. My father was never around, and I experienced a lot of violence and trauma as a child. I carried that stuff through my childhood and up into my teenage years, and I had a lot of social depression, anxiety. I believe that I had a lot of post-traumatic stress, seeing that stuff as a child, and I never spoke to anyone about it. And I feel like I always wore a mask to fit in. I tried to be someone that I wasn't, and so I was using a lot of drugs and drinking a lot of alcohol on a daily basis, and I was spiraling down really, really quick, and I couldn't see it. In the end, when I got well, I looked back on my journey, and using those drugs and drinking that alcohol added to the mental health problems that I suffered. And in the end, I was suicidal on a daily basis. I hated myself. I couldn't talk to anybody. I was isolating. I didn't really want to be around anymore until I found help. I ended up contacting my mum. I wasn't in contact with her at the time, and she ended up helping me get some help through mental health. And I went into a mental health section at hospital, and they linked me up to a drug and alcohol rehab called The Glen on the Central Coast at Chittaway. And they've been instrumental in my recovery, turning me around. Through continuing to go see a psychologist and a counsellor, over time learned that I didn't have to be ashamed of my past, and I didn't have to feel alone anymore. I could open up and I could have people to trust. So some of the things I found useful for helping me with my mental health was continually talking to counsellors, continually talk to a psychologist that I have now. I also have really supportive people around me, positive vibes. I also like to keep active. I've got back into sports, playing touch footy, getting back into boxing in the gym, and running, something I'm really, really passionate about. These are all things that I think benefit me and keeping my mental health in check. So some of the skills that my psychologist has taught me is definitely mindfulness. Meditation's a big one for when my mind's always racing, to just slow down, take a breath, deep breathing. But I think, the biggest thing is just to continually talk to someone about it. What I think is great about Patient Info is they offer a list of services in which they offer to young people to access help, and some of those services are like Lifeline, Headspace, Beyond Blue, the Black Dog Institute, as well as a lot of general mental health services. So go and have a look and check it out. The advice I'd give to anyone who's struggling at the moment is to speak to someone, whether that's your mum or your dad, your caseworker, a counsellor, a GP. Speak to someone. You're not alone. Once I spoke to my mum, she then helped me get onto some professional advice as far as mental health goes, and that's been beneficial in my recovery. I haven't looked back since.